In light of the current rarity of Rolexes, we don't need to explain the hurdle that one must jump through to acquire one of these watches. And you're probably here because you're thinking of buying a crown soon, or you want to know the secrets to acquire a Rolex from an authorized seller. Regardless, we're here to assist you and offer advice on bypassing the queue and finally getting your dream Rolex watch. Today, we're going to talk about the ultimate concern Rolex fans have: how to get a Rolex timepiece from an authorized dealer. Welcome to Lex Life, and when it comes to luxury and lifestyle, we've got you covered. But before we begin, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. Now, let's start. Number 1. Dress smart. In today's world, it is not always possible to assess a person's worth just on what they are wearing, although it is generally believed that first impressions are significant and that others evaluate you based on your appearance. This is not always the case, regardless of how trivial you consider this to be or how much money you have. A Rolex-approved dealer would rather sell a watch to a well-dressed individual who they would want to see in the store more often and who fits the brand's image than to a person wearing dirty clothing. We are not proposing that you wear a suit and tie to watch shopping. However, we suggest that you wear at least a nice pair of shoes, nice pants, and a nice polo shirt. Visit an authorized dealer during your lunch break or after work if you work in an industry that calls for business attire. Wearing business casual to go watch buying is a great way to create a good impression. If you're dressed shabbily and tell the dealer you can only afford one watch, they are not going to give it to you. It is understandable that you're wondering why the process of purchasing a Rolex is so strictly regulated, but this is just the reality when it comes to Rolex watches. We'd all have to go through a lot of steps to buy a Rolex from an official retailer because the brand is so exclusive and expensive. If you dress well, keep yourself clean, and put on your favorite scent, you will definitely make a great first impression. Number 2. Try being nice and friendly with the authorized Rolex dealer. The Rolex licensed dealers can refuse to sell a Rolex sports model to anyone they don't like, and they have that right. Someone who they like, who they can relate to, and who is similar to themselves in some ways is more likely to be someone they want to sell a watch to. Depending on your level of desperation, you may learn some basic laws of body language and behavior to increase people's likes of you in order to increase your chances of purchasing a new Rolex at retail. We recommend going with a Rolex salesperson you feel most comfortable with. Number 3. Try going to the Rolex authorized dealer wearing your Rolex watch on your wrist. If you're looking to buy your first Rolex, this tip is probably not for you. You can't possibly do this tip because you don't have one yet. But to some of you who currently own a Rolex, you should always bring it up with an authorized dealer while shopping for a new model. It will show that you have a history of purchasing Rolexes from an authorized dealer and will make for a great discussion. In addition, if you return to the store wearing the same watch, the sales associate will see that you are not only in the market to flip the item for a profit like so many other customers. Wear whatever high-end timepiece you own instead of a Rolex if you don't have one. This displays your dedication to timepieces by showing that you're prepared to pay full price for a brand new Rolex sports model. It's also important to demonstrate to your salesperson that you're truly committed to purchasing a Rolex. Make it clear to your local Rolex-approved retailer that you mean business. If you have the money, you'll come in and buy the watch within the next day. Let them know that you will leave your mother's birthday party, the birth of your first child, or your date with your wife to get it. Make it clear to the Rolex authorized dealer that you are serious and be prepared to swipe your credit card as soon as the phone rings. Although many people put their names down on the Rolex waiting list, many of them either can't afford the watch or aren't truly committed to buying one. There is a predetermined list of people that dealers know they can trust to show up within 24 hours with the cash needed to finalize the deal. In addition, it is recommended that you let the dealer know about any upcoming travels that you have scheduled for the near future. In this way, they will be aware that you'll be out of town in the event that something arrives while you are gone and you are unable to make it to the store to pick it up since you are out of town. Paying by credit card over the phone is convenient, but in-person purchases are recommended for a number of reasons, including the ability to examine the timepiece and other products before making a final decision. Obviously, there won't be any problems there. After all, this is a Rolex timepiece you are buying. However, this is the norm when acquiring a Rolex, and customers should expect it. Therefore, it is to your advantage and shows your dedication to the deal to keep the authorized dealer updated. So, make an effort to get to know your authorized dealer. You should try to build rapport with a sales representative from one of the authorized Rolex dealers. To ensure consistent service, it is best to visit the same store location each time. Try to have a coffee and chat about stuff besides watches with them at the shop. Naturally, at first, the conversation will center around timepieces. Nevertheless, make an effort to talk about other stuff as time passes. However, avoid becoming creepy or weird while doing this. Allow the connection to develop so that these subjects can be discussed easily. If you immediately ask questions about their family, they will find you unusual, and you might just end up freaking them out. Developing a relationship will take some time, but once you receive your first Rolex from them, the others will follow much more quickly. Therefore, establish that relationship with a Rolex dealer in order to acquire your Rolex timepiece in a timely manner. It may appear that there is a great deal of requirements that need to be met in order for you to get a Rolex from an authorized dealer. Nonetheless, purchasing a timepiece from this watch brand will undoubtedly be worth the effort. If you enjoy this video, make sure to hit the thumbs up button, click subscribe, and hit the notification bell to receive updates in our latest videos. Also, feel free to leave us a comment if you want to watch more videos. Head on over to our channel to see more from Lux Live. See you!